depicts our short. Enjoy.
Enjoy. Thanks, Pablo.
Hello, hello. I want to give you a quick tour of Yareli's rework. It's not a very big rework, but I think it touches on some of her weaknesses and it really makes it nicer to play with her. So let's start with the passive. You can see in the upper right there is critical flow. If you don't know, the passive to Yareli gives you 200% critical chance with secondaries as long as you keep moving. So it's basically don't stop ever. On live, if you stop at all, it disappears. With this rework, now you have a little bit of a leeway, so you can see I stop and then I start moving, and it gives you that essentially like a little pause to be able to keep the passive without it resetting. And it just makes it a little more forgiving, a little more comfortable to use. Then I want to show you her 2, because otherwise I'm going to die because I am on steel path. So if I go into tier 2, you can see I'm invulnerable now for 4 seconds, and it actually accumulated the damage I took during that time. Kind of like if you think of Iron Skin or like Snow Globes or stuff like that, when you first drop them down, you have a few seconds of vulnerability. Any damage you're taking during that helps them scale up. So it's essentially the same idea, but for the health of Merulina, so that you can gain some HP, and it helps it be more useful, especially on Steel Path where you would take a ton of damage. So if you time it right, that invulnerability can help you kind of stay alive for longer on Merulina. I'm gonna dial back down now to her 1. So let's see if we can find hey, a lonely enemy. So if I shoot that guy, you see 2,000 damage there. But if I put him on my bubble, 6,000 damage. So basically, putting enemies or touching enemies with your bubble increases the damage they take by 2, but it's affected by power strength, so that's why you're seeing more, because right now I have like maybe like 170 power strength, something like that, so that's why they take extra damage from it. So it is useful. I don't see any Eximus. Oh, there's an Eximus. It is actually works against Eximus because even though they cannot be CC'd, they do take the effect. You can see there's like water around them. So, you know, they are taking essentially double damage from the bubble. So, you know, it kind of gives a little bit of extra utility to the ability, even when it's not CCing. At least it's giving you that extra buff of doing extra damage. Now let me show you her. Her tree is the same. Her tree didn't change, so basically you just get close to enemies and starts adding like a whole bunch of slashes to them. It's kind of nice now to combo with the 1, because obviously the 1 will increase how much damage they take, so as they're taking the slashes, you know, that kind of starts destroying them. But let me show you her 4th. Is here. It's a good place. So now the 4th has 2 versions. Basically, you can just click it and then it pulls everyone together into a ball, and then you can press it again to detonate it. Or you can, if you want to use the older version, you just press and hold, and it works exactly like it does on live right now. So you can basically use it the same way, or you can use it more as a longer lasting CC. You know, obviously we don't have a lot of enemies here, but you know, it lasts quite a bit, so you can just kind of keep those guys entertained there. So to recap, you got the passive is a little more forgiving when you move. The first ability now adds extra damage taken to enemies, doubles the damage, and scales with strength, so it can get pretty powerful. Number 2 now scales up with damage taken for the first 4 seconds, and it also gives you invulnerability at the very beginning. And then the 4th ability now has 2 stages, one where it just CCs, another where you can explode it. Oh, and another one, it also, you can now get off your operator and back on without dismounting from Merulina, which that's just more of a comfort thing because it was really annoying. Similarly to what we did with Excalibur Umbra, where it used to take your Exalted Blade away. Now it doesn't do that. So similar to that, it now does oh, I got a cat demanding food. I gotta go. Goodbye. Thank you. Bye.